Alright, let's talk weapons up to level 60. Now then, this sorta kinda correlates with my own personal leveling guide. So it's kinda like a sneak peek or something. But anyways, I'm gonna break this weapon discussion down into different segments. I don't want it to be all one giant video. I heard someone say they didn't want it to be one giant video, so I'm breaking it up. So for this segment, I'm going to talk about the weapons that I use all the way up to level 60. And also note, this is for players who actually want to level on their own. You know, obviously if you're getting power leveled to cap, this won't apply to you. And another personal note again, if you're a new player or you're coming back from like a million years ago and starting anew, then I'd recommend making an archer as your first character, and you'll learn more why I think that way in the leveling guide. So just keep that in mind. So pretty much from level 1 to level 59, I mostly use +0 greens, and they're actually 100% free too. See, once you make a new character, if you don't have your own higher level character on another account, then just go to Uruga or Eldrin and shout that you need a master, and you'll have someone answer in no time. By the way, to shout, you just do /S, and then you're shouting. You could also ask a guildmate for this if you happen to be in an academy, and academy chat is /A if you don't want to click the tab. And Fiesta calls this whole master thing the monarch system. You know, I don't know why they call it the monarch system, but whatever, it's right there in the menu. But it's also in the right click menu. If you're close enough to someone, you can right click them and highlight that there. It says invite master. That's what it means. So I guess you could randomly try and invite different people to be a master, but I probably wouldn't. So once you have a master and all that, all you gotta do is level up, and every so often you'll get free stuff in your reward inventory. And your reward inventory is right here, actually. And every so often, I think it's like 10 levels, every 10 levels you'll get something. And it stops at level 60, I'm pretty sure. But don't quote me on that. Now, I haven't paid attention to this in ages. But anyways, on the topic of weapons themselves, you'll get a free weapon this way until level 60, like, you know, I think. And it's bound to you, it's statless, doesn't have any random stats on it, but it's guaranteed. You'll always get it, for your class. That's all there is to it. You can also get weapons from these mystery vaults, this blue thing right here, but GameGo never changed the levels on them, so you kind of get these weapons a little too late for them to actually be worth using, unfortunately. But they do have randomized stats on them. But, you know, that's not really going to matter when you needed it 10 levels ago. Now then, you could get lucky while killing stuff for the quests, and you might get a drop that you can actually use. And so if that happens, I'd say pretty much switch to that, because these monarch weapons, as I guess I'll call them, are pretty much one level above white weapons that you just get at the NPC. Now once you get to level 60, you gotta change it up and actually go buy a weapon. And it's a GOC weapon. It stands for Giant Orc Captain. And he's from the level 60 dungeon here in Uruga. It's right over here. But you can usually find these +0 on sale sometimes. Just find a decent one and enhance it, or find one already enhanced. They don't usually cost too terribly much. You know, if you join the guild academy, you should have an adequate to a decent amount of money if that guild isn't full of cheapskates. I'll make a separate video on how to enhance, because there's actually more to it depending on the item itself, you know. Can't make it too easy. So that's it for what I can remember up to level 60. See, an enhanced level 60 weapon is not really mandatory like it kind of is for 70. You might just want to wait until level 70 anyways. But it just kind of really helps out at 60. And 60 is the first time that I really care about having an enhanced weapon for leveling, because of the fact that it's a tier 3 weapon and you can get those to +12, so it's like a really large amount of damage. And tier 1 and 2 can only go up to plus 10, so, you know, it really does help. Anyways, that'll do it for now. Next time we're gonna talk about level 70 through 91. Alright, see ya.